DJ keeps the party going. Brandon E brings the heat. We don't know how to speak. Running wild on you, brother. We're over the top. Rocking it back to the vintage scene. Thursdays at 7 p.m. Central. With epic thumbnails from the vids. It's a must-see. Gonna bring you the best. Legends you remember from the ring and silver screen. We're over the top. Get ready for a good time.
Bow! What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chad Arms, aka Chetty Bobby. Buddy.
Hello, my name is Tony, aka Friday the 14th, and I sound so sophisticated with this microphone.
What's going on, everyone? I'm Hot Mike Chance.
And I am BJ the DJ.
I didn't want to do it too loud.
I know.
We're here. We're having to do episode 150 for everybody here, and we're having to do it a little bit differently this time around.
Yeah.
We've learned to adjust with the crazy winter weather that we've had here the past couple weeks. So
This is the second episode we've done like this, right? Did we not do 100 like this also?
yeah, you're exactly correct. We did do 100 exactly like this, and I think it was like
That's
around
crazy.
during the winter storm of last year and everything that we had to pull
So
this.
I guess this is just the trend. We just do our only Skype episodes every milestone.
It's
Oh,
yearly
wow.
tradition.
But we can't miss a Thursday though. Can't miss a Thursday. We
You're
keep
right.
on
Miss
trucking.
them,
Um,
dude. Miss them.
But yeah, if anybody didn't realize that we caught a hellacious winter storm here. What is it? Tropical storm Fern, I think is what they called it, right?
Snowmageddon 2026 is what I call it.
Dude,
Yeah.
insanity. Like last week, all my days pretty much just all ran together from
Yeah.
that. Well, it started snowing that Friday night or whatever
Yep.
into the Saturday morning. We didn't get snow right off the get go because I thought it skipped us. I was like, oh, meteorologist wrong again here in Nashville.
Yeah,
It-
always.
Leland Stadium.
Yeah. And then it started snowing, and then I think come around Saturday night when it was raining and it was under the freezing temperature, that's when I immediately said, this ain't gonna be good, fellas.
Mhm.
It was like 12 degrees all week. It didn't get above like teens, I think. It was cold.
That whole weekend was a blur when that storm hit.
Mm.
Yeah.
You know, that whole week, really, because me and Mel's been stuck here at the house, just because all of our stuff was iced in where the cars couldn't get out the driveway, and we weren't gonna try to get on the roads anyways. But we didn't lose power. I know Chance lost power. And shout out to you for that 2-part dope video. Me and Mel watched them both the other night.
Yeah.
Appreciate that. Yeah, it was. I thought it would be something cool to vlog just because I wasn't sure if it was going to be historic because of how the weather usually goes around here. But it ended up that first part. I was like, it's not going to be nothing. But once I was like Tony, once I seen that ice coming down, it's like, yep,
Yeah.
this is about to get interesting. And
Yeah.
we were out of power for maybe 30 hours or so, which is
Wow.
nothing compared to what some people had to go through.
Yeah, Big Trio.
Yeah, shout out.
He's been without power for over a week.
Yeah.
No
and
way.
I think
Yeah.
he's part of that group that's not looking at getting power back again till next week,
Man,
the 8th.
Where's he live at?
Insane, man.
Out in West Nashville in the Nations and
Yeah,
Oh,
everything.
wow.
Yeah, what Chance's old stomping grounds?
Yeah.
The nation.
Yeah, yeah. Chances. That's where Chance.
Yeah, shout out to them guys, man.
Nations, baby.
Nashville's going through it, man. I think a lot of people are starting to get power back, man. But they've been going through it. It hit them hard. I don't remember much about the '94 ice storm at all. I do remember all we did was sit around and play Super Nintendo, so I doubt we lost power long then. But yeah, I mean, this is the most ice and snow I've seen stick around in a long time.
Yeah, I remember the 94, but we were kids. I was 10 years old when the 94 ice storm. So I just remember being out of school for like a month.
Yeah.
And just constantly being outside playing in the snow and everything. So it didn't really register to me then. But being an adult and getting the ice that we get, because there was easily an inch and a half of ice like covering my car.
Yeah.
And that Sunday waking up about me and the dog got woke up about 2:00 in the morning to a huge, it sounded like a cannon going off outside of my house.
Yep.
And I'm looking out the windows, don't see nothing. And then I hear another boom and I go out the garage and there's just a huge tree laying across my driveway. I'm like, oh boy.
No.
And from then on, it was just, you'd hear the snapping and then just crashing everywhere. I've never seen anything like that.
Yeah, I mean, where we live close to almost everything, and I think we were snowed in or iced in until about Monday afternoon. I went to work on Tuesday, and so we've been kind of out and about since then. But like, I swear, everywhere I have been or visited, I have busted my rear end. Like the second I get out of the truck, I slip. It's like cartoonish in a sense. Like I've fallen, my body hurts, my mind hurts, my ego hurts. I'm over it, man. I'm ready for it to go.
Yeah, Chance took a pretty good little stumble too in that second part too.
I'm surprised at how fast I got up.
Yeah, it was all. Me and Mel saw it. It was like it's from one motion or something.
Yep. I didn't want to stay down because I don't know, man. I just turned 40.
Man.
I just turned 40, but my neighbor was outside and I couldn't go out like that, so I just had to walk it off. Just walk it off.
That's the same thing too. I couldn't let my next door neighbor. He's probably in his 60s, maybe 70s. Like he was out there Sunday, like clearing out limbs and everything. So I couldn't let him outdo me. So me and him's just.
Oh yeah, you had some tree limbs down and stuff too. You had a lot of trees down.
Yeah, I was out there Saturday cutting out, and I had legit like beard sickles forming in my beard. It was so damn cold outside. But yeah, I didn't have nothing to hit the house or the cars or anything. I just had tree limbs and branches everywhere in my yard. I'm just over. I'm ready for summertime.
Yeah, but that groundhog saw a shadow today.
Yeah.
I never buy into that stuff though, man. Like they say that every year.
Fucking Puxatawny Phil.
Yep.
Worst name ever too.
What's the deal with the crab seeing its shadow? I saw something on TV about that. There was a crab in some state that was like going out there, and if it saw its shadow or whatever.
I've never heard of the crab.
Groundhog. Yeah, it was a crab. I was like, both of them can go to hell, to be honest. Like, get them both out of here.
Probably somewhere in Florida.
Yeah, of course, more.
But with Chance, Chance popped out 2 videos. We'll put the links down in the description below of Chance's 2 videos covering the winter storm. And the first video of yours, it legit like popped off, didn't it?
Yeah, I think I dropped that at perfect timing when peak time when everyone was searching, trying to see, what was going on. And then I was just kind of letting that one coast. And then I dropped the other one about a week later, but I probably should have just went ahead and dropped that one too, because I was trying to let it marinate a little bit, but yeah, it did really good.
How many views? Like when I saw yesterday, you're like at 12,000 views on it.
Yeah, right at around.
That's pretty good.
It's crazy how it just gets caught in, like, I don't know, like YouTube recommendations and all that stuff, but
based on the topic and the content and the time period, I guess it just hit, man.
Yeah, everybody was searching winter storm or whatever. It just you tagged it and named it right.
And
we hit some pretty good sled spots out here. We've got some really good areas for sledding, so we always do. Every year we get ice and snow, we always go do sled videos, and they always do really well too.
Yeah, I'm too old for that nowadays. I'll break a hip doing that.
I'm just a recorder. I don't get on the sled at all. I'm just the camera.
I wouldn't be getting on no sled.
Freaking Clark Griswold with the Crisco out there.
I was walking and fell on my ass. It's like, no.
Hey dudes do not mix well with ice. I found that out the hard way.
I don't see hey dudes being very weather friendly.
No, they aren't. I busted my ass coming out the front porch, and I've found out my dog usually loves the snow, but we found out the hard way does not like the ice whatsoever. Does not like it. Does not like stepping on it. I had to legit by the porch go out with a shovel with a thing of salt to clear a spot for him to use the bathroom.
Or he likes it. She likes it.
Dude, like he loves this. Like Saturday, he was having a blast with the snow, but as soon as it froze over and everything, no part. He didn't even want to go outside. It's like I had to beg him with treats to go outside.
Dude.
It's insane.
Hank's got a
When do
problem with
dogs get so
ice, dude.
uppity? Like, when did they get so uppity that they can't just go outside and use the bathroom anywhere? Like, these
'Cause-
dogs nowadays, these new age dogs, I don't know what their deal is.
Well, we spoil them too much.
That's
I
it.
treat my
and-
dog like he's from the nations.
Yeah, Leo's such. I was telling Mel that on the videos. I was talking about how good a well behaved dog it is,
Yeah.
and how it
Treat
doesn't
him like
ever
he's
want to
from
leave
the
Lily's
nations.
side ever. It's by Lily
was
all
like-
the time.
He was whining. I said, "Stop that whining. Get in the house."
See, when Henry sees another person, he goes just into freaking psycho mode. He's like, "Ah!" Like the neighbor. The neighbor has never done anything wrong to him. The neighbor can be going to walk and get his mail, and Henry's like, ah! Yeah, just it's like it's
Dang,
embarrassing. Yeah, he's psycho mode.
Good guard dog.
Yeah, if you
Keep
say
everyone
so.
away.
He's
Hank
fat,
don't
he'll
like
fall
ice.
asleep.
He's another Hank that don't like ice, dude. Shout out to Hank from Breaking Bad, dude. He wasn't
Yeah,
I
into
just
ice.
watched that over this time period. I just rewatched that again for like the 10th time, and I always catch something that I miss different. Shout out Tuco passed away over the
Yep.
past weekend, so shout out Tuco, R.I.P.
Catherine
But I
O'Hara
just
as well.
watched that again. Yeah, Catherine O'Hara, another one. But I just watched that, and I catch something different every single time. Like the last season of that, there's so many different things that I miss. That I guess I fell asleep watching it the first few times or whatever. But that's just such a well written show. You start out feeling sorry for Hank, and then not Hank, but Walter, and then at the end of it, you just hate him because he's just a terrible person. So
It's great writing.
It is
Absolute
great
superb writing.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was our. So you said you never lost power. Y'all just got a ton of ice, Chad.
Yeah, just a ton of ice. We was without water for almost a day, but we were good.
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
But we couldn't just because of that inch and a half of ice where we're at, like they don't do the roads at all. But even in the driveways, our vehicles, anytime we tried to back up, it ain't getting over that inch and a half of ice, bro, because it's already sunk in.
Yeah.
So all three of the vehicles were just out of commission. But luckily, we was able to get one of the vehicles working, and we took it to town and stuff. Mel took it to town and got what we needed. But it was pretty wild. But luckily, we were very lucky that we didn't lose power. That's what I kept telling her.
Oh,
for
yeah.
7 days. It could have been so much worse.
Well, that's like
Everybody's full of those little side streets that don't get cleared anyway. The main roads will be fine, but those little side streets just don't get traffic on them.
Well, that's what's going to get school out for like a while, especially like here in Wilson County. You have like Watertown, that's all country roads, back roads that are all shaded, that are never going to be touched. It's just got to warm up enough for them. And
they close schools for anything nowadays. Those kids are never in school.
Yep.
But I still have like on the side of over on the side of my yard, it's like all shaded and everything. There's still ice and snow over on that area where the sun just doesn't hit it. It's just it's crazy. If the sun's not directly hitting it, it ain't going nowhere with how cold it's been.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I'm ready for springtime.
yes,
Yeah,
I'm ready for warm weather.
I don't want that summer, but I'm ready for spring.
No, I'll take spring.
I'd rather it be like
70.
this than 101
60,
degrees.
70.
Yep.
I'll
Very
take a
true.
40 if it's as long as we can get around. Like, you know.
Today felt like a nice spring day.
Compared to what it's felt like,
Yeah,
you're
it's
right.
like 40 outside today. Yeah.
But with this episode too, all of us we watched the Royal Rumble was this past weekend too, out in Saudi Arabia. We thought we'd add this in with a quick episode as well, and our reactions to the Royal Rumble. And I'm going to be honest with you, I thought the whole show freaking sucked.
Yeah,
he's been on a run. Triple H and him, the team has been on a run of like mediocre PLEs since I'd say since WrestlePalooza, pretty much. Everything's just been kind of like meh. Royal Rumble's one you get excited about, one you look forward to every year. I don't really have much expectation for like the women's Royal Rumble. I will say I kind of feel like they got it right. Obviously with Liv winning and the last 4 in there, it could have been anybody. Lash Legend put on a clinic. She looked really strong, looked really good. I tell you who looked really impressive, and I know we've been very critical of her, over past episodes, is Nia Jax. Nia Jax come in. She looked fit. She looked like she was in pretty good shape, and she put on a pretty good show there at the beginning. But again, to me, the MVP of the women's Royal Rumble was Lash Legend. She looks like she's a star in the making.
I tell you,
And,
that Sol Ruka
Yep,
girl
Sol
is
Ruka.
Oh
legit
yeah,
too.
for sure, for
Yep.
sure. So Ruka, that move, her Soul Snatcher, is one of the coolest finishers I've seen in a long time.
Yeah, when she hit it off that rope, that looked awesome. But I tell you, you could definitely tell they were in a foreign country, and Lash Legend was not the crowd was not a fan of Lash Legend
No.
at all.
Yep.
For sure.
It was a little.
I don't think they cared for that whole match.
Yeah, I don't
no,
think the
exactly.
women, they're not there for the women's Rumble at all.
Yeah.
However, I don't care how you paint it, but Brie Bella came out to a huge pop.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they popped big time. And maybe that was they were popping for Daniel Bryan, although he wasn't there. They were doing the yes chant, which that just goes to show how over that movement was. That's probably got to be the biggest movement in some time, because they started doing that yes chant. That place was going nuts.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
that shit was 12 years ago too.
Yep.
I'll give it to, like you said, for that stadium to be built in 22 days.
22 days.
And everything. It looked other than the crowd, the little lights on the backs of the seat. I saw it on social media and everything like that. Yeah. And I know we said it in our group chat that it looked, especially for the women's, it looked empty and everything.
It was very deceptive. I think the way they had the lights placed when they were flashing and going off, you couldn't tell the people there. That place was packed. I don't know how many. It held 70,000 probably, but they put a 70,000 person arena together in 22 days. I'm building an 800 square foot extension, and we're on like day 30. So, and we ain't even got the framing work done yet.
I'm presuming they're keeping it all up and everything, because Mania is going to be there next year.
Mm.
Oh yeah, you're right.
But I mean, it looked. What was crazy is seeing the green shirt guy on the hard camera side and not being on camera side, because he didn't have enough money for those seats. Those
I wonder if that
guys.
was intentional, though. I wonder if they did that on purpose.
Well, I think it was like some high ranking Saudi family that got those seats and everything and all that. So he had to be put on the opposite side. Yeah,
those freebies.
But I mean, the women's Rumble at one time there was a ton of girls in the ring at one time. I think the pacing was a little off, but
I enjoyed it more than the men's Rumble this year.
Did you?
Yep. Other than maybe the last few minutes of the men's Rumble, but everything leading up to it, like, I think it was laid out a lot better. The way that the entrance came out, I think it was just the participants came out at a better pace, and they kind of paced the stars out a lot better. And I like that there was a bunch of people, a bunch of women in the ring at one time.
Okay.
Yeah. I like that too. And I think the only person I was expecting to maybe return was Bianca Belair, and that didn't happen. But again, like I said, I mean, Brie Bella coming out was a complete shock. Didn't expect her to come back.
Yeah, I didn't see that one.
Maybe we get the Bella Twins for Mania for the tag titles. Maybe that happens. Maybe we get Daniel Bryan as a Hall of Fame induction. Who knows? But it was cool to see her. Again, to show how over they were when they were there. They popped real big for them, and then they both got eliminated at the same time. But I enjoyed the women's Rumble. Again, there weren't very many surprises in it that I expected. Charlotte Flair went the distance. I mean, she was in like the final 8, I think. Expected her to kind of be in the final 4, but I think they got it right, man. I think Liv winning, she deserved it. She's been the hottest thing in the women's division for some time. You know, Rhea Ripley's right there at the end. Sol Ruka's right there at the end. Tiffany Stratton's right there at the end. So, exciting to kind of see the direction they go with the women's division going into Mania now with Liv winning.
Well, it set up a bunch of little mini storylines, because you had Liv eliminating Raquel and everything with the Judgment Day, and then you had Asuka and what's her their little faction. Yeah, they had a little scuffle, and then of course you had Charlotte eliminated Alexa and everything. Yeah. So you have some mini storylines setting up with the Rumble and everything. And I tell you what, I am a huge fan of Chelsea Green.
For sure.
And more, that girl is entertaining as all get out and everything. I mean,
it shocked me on the Unreal documentary where they said they don't see her as a big star. They see her as the person that puts people over. That just kind of threw me. Like, she's obviously a star.
Mhm.
And she's worked great with everybody she's been in the ring with. She had the first ever U.S. women's title, and I think you can put her in that main event picture with anybody, and she'll do just as well. So
Yeah,
yeah,
I agree wholeheartedly. I mean, in the little spot on with her with falling out of the ring and her tag team partner, kind of like a
yeah,
little Kofi Kingston
Mhm.
spot and
oh yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So, but
Yeah,
yeah,
there was some cool moments in the women's, man. I was impressed with it. I think they did a good job showcasing the women because there are limitations in that country with women. They don't hold them in the same regard as they do men. But I think the women put on probably the best show out of the two rumbles.
I
But
agree with
yeah, it's
that.
very impressive. Like I said, I think they got it right with Liv winning. She deserves it.
It seemed like in this Rumble there wasn't on both Rumbles there wasn't the big countdown that you normally get. Also,
No,
it's like they tried, but
Yeah.
it didn't have the same effect as it did. I think they picked up at like 4 or 5, and you
Yeah.
don't have the 10, 9, 8 like the big countdown that's real loud. That you might have
Yeah.
had half the arena chanting it maybe or doing
no.
it. But
Mhm.
it
Well,
was,
there was really no out of both. I mean, Brie Bella was probably the biggest surprise out of both
Mhm.
rumbles of
Yeah.
people showing up. They put the NXT over big time in both
Big time.
rumbles.
Mhm.
NXT guy or guys coming up from NXT, they're just now getting, especially when we talk about the men's rumble. I mean,
Yeah.
they made Oba look freaking giant out there for
Look
the
at
If
me
it
women.
ain't
back
him
there.
and
I didn't
Brock
know
at
who that
Mania, I
was.
don't want to see it.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that guy? I don't know anything about the product right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
FEMA, he's
was.
from NXT. He was the
Yeah.
NXT
Oh, okay.
champion, and he dropped the title because he got called up. They're building him. I mean, they got him. They'll change his overall look. They've got to because his overall look still kind of looks
very
childish,
very Kamala-ish.
Yeah.
very Kamala-ish. But
Yeah.
he's a beast, man. There's a moment with him and Brock in the ring where it could have went either way. And I
Yeah.
think they're looking at
Who
building that. If that has to be the Mania match, him and Brock.
who was that other guy that they? Because I only watched the YouTube recap of the two Rumble matches. That's all I
Mhm.
watched.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't get that one thing the work Chance sent me, and then I wasn't going to spend $80 or whatever it was on ESPN.
Yeah. No shit.
But who was that one guy that he had a name, and they said he's formerly known as such and such.
Oh, Powerhouse Hobbs.
Powerhouse Hobbs.
Yeah,
Yeah.
where's that
Royce
guy from?
Keys,
Yeah, he came from
AEW.
AEW.
Yeah.
AEW.
He's
Okay.
one
He
of
was a
Cody's
And
good
why was
friends.
his AEW name?
he was a lower mid card guy in AEW, and his contract was up. WWE signed him, changed his name, which is stupid because they showed Powerhouse Hobbs on the screen, and then they changed it to his new name, which is Royce Keys, which is the worst name ever. But he's another one.
Mm.
But when you look at how big Brock is compared to him, like height wise, it didn't match up. But if they were separate from each other, they look like it would be the best match in the world. But when they
Yeah.
got like right in each other's face, you could tell how much bigger Brock was than Hobbs. I mean,
Well,
I,
and just by me watching the 9 minute or whatever it was recap, the recap didn't have any big moments in it. So that
Yeah.
just
no,
lets me know that the whole match wasn't good. If that was the recap, that's
Yeah.
supposed to be the
I was
highlights.
very disappointed by the men's because the lack of participants, surprise participants. Of course, everyone thought Jericho was coming. If you look at his touring schedule, he's not going to be clear until March, so maybe he pops in after Mania if he's coming back. There just wasn't the surprise element. What they do now with the men's is they start using the returning guys as like LA Knight was a return. He hasn't been there since November. So he returned and they made it
Yeah.
as a big surprise entry.
Which is a
They had the
cheap, was the
AAA
cheapest
guys
way-
come
yeah,
in, which
yeah.
was
Yeah, it's a cheap way to go
Just-
about it. He
yeah.
got a pop though. I mean, he was
He did
way
get a pop.
over.
I
He
think
was
he got
way over.
one of the biggest male pops there. That
No,
night.
yeah, I think he got one of the biggest. Like I agree with you. He got one of the biggest pops out of the whole Rumble.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I
But there
think so
wasn't
too.
there wasn't any big returns or anything.
No.
'Cause it didn't
Laparca,
really in the highlight.
Laparca.
Oh yeah,
Laparca.
First of all.
I mean, you had a bunch of luchadors. You had quite a bit of AAA people in this.
No Finn Balor, no Dominic.
No Finn
Mysterio.
Balor.
Yeah,
Now, the biggest surprise of all of it was Braun Breaker getting taken out within 12 seconds of him. He came in at number 2, and
Is that Orton that
Obafemi
did
came
that?
out as number 1, and somebody took him out. They got a masked guy in a hoodie come out and take out Braun Breaker, and he got eliminated in 12
Jake
seconds.
Paul. Jake Paul.
that's some
You
of the
think?
rumors going around. I think it's Grayson Waller. Is
I
what
think
my
I
opinion
think it's
is.
Jake Paul
The
or
dude
Logan.
looked like Orton though. He was built like
Yeah.
Orton.
Yeah,
It was
he did
beating
have
him
like
up.
a body wise like Orton, but you could see almost like a little part of like like the top part of a beard right there.
I honestly don't
Yeah.
think they know who it is just yet. I think
Yeah.
we're assuming it's somebody there, and I think they're just waiting to kind of see where it goes. I mean, they're setting up something big for Braun Breaker, obviously. Kevin Nash, he he booked the Rumble the best way possible if you really want to put Braun Breaker over. He said, I want Braun to come in at number one. I want him to run the table. And then at number 30, Lesnar comes in. And then you got him and Lesnar at the end, and Lesnar puts him over. And I was like, man, that would have been perfect to book Braun that way. But of course, it didn't happen. That was the biggest shock for me, was Braun Breaker getting
Yeah,
put out
I was not
that
expecting
early.
Braun to be taken out in the first 10 seconds of the Rumble.
But it did kind of throw everything off the rest of the Rumble. I was like, I don't know where they're going now.
La Parka.
La Parka, yeah.
La Parka's been around. It's like, oh.
I mean, they've got a good 15 wrestlers on the roster that are 5'9" and under like 160 pounds, and all of them wear masks.
Yeah. I mean, Chad Gable made his appearance
I like
back.
That was the
I
dumbest.
like that. That was a cool spot. I think.
I hated that.
Did you? I like.
I hated that because I knew Chad Gable was coming in later. I knew that.
I wish
Once they both got eliminated, I was like, they're going to bring Chad Gable in now separately. I just know that's happening.
I wish they would have unmasked them though. Like I wish he would have got
One of them would have got unmasked.
Yeah,
that would have been a whole lot better.
They'll probably
they did
mask versus mask soon.
Yeah, that'll probably happen. That'll be on the opening match at WrestleMania Night 1.
Yep.
The second match of the night was the AJ Styles Gunther retirement match and all that stuff. To me, that was the best match. It was the best thing that happened all night. That match was hard hitting. AJ put on a freaking show. Took some hellacious chops. I mean, that cut on his arm was brutal. I just hated the ending of it. I mean,
the irony of Gunther being that guy to put him out, just like he did Cena, just like he did Goldberg, and it's 10 years after he debuted in WWE for AJ. I mean, what a career, man. We watched AJ come up from the armories and the fairgrounds in Nashville to making it all the way to be WWE champion. Like, TNA, AJ Styles is probably one of the best to ever do it, and then he comes to WWE. Again, small guy, 5'10",
and Vince didn't want to give him a shot.
Vince didn't want to give him a shot. He comes in and he runs the place for years and just made a great second career pretty much at WWE. I mean, he's on my top 5 probably. I love AJ. I love what he does. I love his body of work. He's one of those guys, he can go in there with anybody and just put on a show. And I mean, if it truly is over, which I think it is, what we didn't understand was that the retirement tour we were getting was actually last year with the tag title run, the match with Punk and all this stuff. And
I don't think he's done wrestling.
You know,
I think he didn't sign. I don't think he re-signed with WWE. I think he's going to go and have probably some matches, either TNA or he's going to AEW to have some matches with his buddies and then retire.
Hey,
maybe Japan.
That's interesting.
Because especially when he was going to take off the gloves in the ring and then put the gloves back on and everything, I don't think he's done wrestling. I think he's going to have some matches with his buddies. I don't think him and WWE he didn't sign the contract back, and he's going to go have a farewell tour of wrestling some of his buddies and everything.
I mean, I wonder if TNA is the play for a short period of time. I'd love to see him go to AEW. I'd love to see him go to AEW and just win the title there too, because he's the only person that's won everything other than CM Punk. But I don't think CM Punk held the NWA title.
Yeah, I would rather see him go to TNA and give TNA a huge name as they're getting started.
The only place he should retire is TNA.
Especially with their new TV deal and all that stuff. It just gives TNA that name to run off of for a few months and everything. That's what I hope. I really hope he doesn't go to AEW. I really don't. But it's very well. But it was Gunther has solely accepted this massive heel, like the post show and everything. He embraces everything about it, and I love Gunther.
Yep.
I love everything.
Next.
Yeah.
He's getting a whole lot of hate that I don't think is deserved.
It's old school heel tactics.
They should push that hate to someone who deserves it, like Sami Zayn.
Oh my gosh.
Real.
We'll go. We'll
I agree.
just get right into that. The Drew McIntyre, Sami Zayn.
Well, hang
No,
on a
no, no,
second.
no,
Hang
no,
on a
no.
second.
It was
Hang on. Before that, can we talk about why why the hell did Roman Reigns win the Rumble for the 700th time? Why?
He
Why
didn't
did they
need
do
it.
that?
He didn't.
didn't need it.
I agree wholeheartedly with you. I don't think Roman needed to win it. I don't
Yeah.
know. Are we going to see Roman go after
I
the
think it's lazy
heavyweight title?
booking. I think it's him and Punk. I think it's going to be Roman and Punk. To me, it's lazy booking because you've already taken Braun Breaker out. That was your big surprise. Seth
Yeah.
Rollins isn't there. Who else would they have done? Brock Lesnar? Nobody wants to see that either. Randy Orton would have been my other choice.
That's
Let
who
Orton
I would
win.
have. When we got down to the final four and Randy was in it, I was like, "This is it, Randy.
Yeah.
Randy's going to get it." And then
He went out so easily.
Yeah.
Orton did.
But I mean,
Yeah.
even with Cody not having the title, it kind of limits you because obviously we're going to get Punk and we're going to get Reigns. I think that's inevitable because I don't think Seth Rollins is
everybody
going to be
hurt or
back
something?
before Mania. Or Rollins is hurt.
yeah,
And I don't know who you pair Drew with in this sense. Like I think they're going to push for Drew and Cody, but they've also talked about Jacob Fatu being involved in that as well, which I think that would make that dynamic a little different.
well, you had Drew pretty much help eliminate Cody during the Royal Rumble
Yeah.
too, and everything. So I mean,
Yeah.
it's
I would
setting up.
love to see them kind of strap the rocket to Jacob Fatu and give him a run because I still wish with how they treated LA Knight in the Unreal documentary, I kind of feel like that was like kayfabe in a sense to like push him,
Yeah,
to like get everyone feeling sorry for him, and then all of a sudden you start pushing him to the moon. So it's just hard to say what they're going to do with that title going into Mania.
yeah. With because who was the final four? You had Reigns, Randy, and Logan Paul.
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul, yeah. Who's
Yeah.
the fourth?
And was Cody? No, Cody got eliminated earlier.
Cody got eliminated.
I forget who the fourth
I don't
one was.
remember.
Who eliminated Brock? Oh, Brock wasn't in
He
it.
got eliminated by
Cody and
Cody and
they
LA
eliminated Brock. Yeah, it was LA Knight and Cody. They eliminated him during Jay Uso's entrance, which
It was
took
like
the whole 3 minutes or whatever for him
That's
to get to
another-
the ring.
Just like a quick cut. Like they did
Yeah.
this weird cut, and you saw Brock Lesnar getting thrown over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was weird.
Fuck.
I
By
am
the time
so,
Jey Uso got into the ring, it was ready for the next person to come out.
dude, how
That's
quickly the tides have changed in a year from Jay.
Yeah.
Like I am so over this whole Jey Uso. Let's run it back.
Yeah.
Dude, get in the ring and freaking wrestle.
He ran it
Yeah.
back in the middle of the Royal Rumble, and people
Yeah.
were just standing there, like watching him up on the rope. And
Yeah.
all they had to do was just push him
Yeah,
over.
push him
They're
over.
just sitting there watching him. It's crazy.
Dude, I am over it.
Yeah.
When I was on that bandwagon last year, and how quickly it changes in 365
He was the
days.
hottest thing. He was the hottest thing going then, man. And they made the right call because Gunther winning it back was far greater than him.
Oh, that's who
him keeping it
Gunther
the
was
whole
in the
time.
final four too.
I think
Gunther was. You're right.
I think that's who should have won the Rumble.
Was Gunther?
Gunther.
That would have been.
I mean, yeah,
if he would have retired AJ Styles or retired him from WWE and then come out and won the Rumble too after
Yeah.
beating and retiring John Cena, I think that would have been really a
Him
really
and
good
Punk.
move. It would have made
Uh,
Yeah, I would have
Or-
taken that rematch with him
Yeah.
and Punk too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Or I don't know if Drew will have the belt, but
I don't feel like Drew's going to carry it all the way to Mania.
Yeah, I don't know,
I don't see that.
but they could have maybe had him with someone else. But I would have been okay with him and Punk. I would like him and Punk over Roman Reigns and Punk, or Roman Reigns and Drew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
have-
I'm just
Have we seen Roman and Punk since he got back?
Nope.
No. I mean,
It's been teased a couple times with War Games. Well, they were on the same.
they had the
team.
triple threat last year. They did have the triple threat
Yeah.
in the main event last year. But yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
But
we'll
tell you-
see. It's interesting. This is my favorite time of year because now we start kind of seeing the pieces start falling into place, and you've got Elimination Chamber coming up in February, and
We got backlash in there too.
And you got hope
Backlash is in there too.
nobody gets injured.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No one gets injured because that can mess everything up.
Oh yeah, it could change everything on a dime and everything. But just as long as we don't see Sami Zayn in the main event picture anytime soon,
Dude,
again, we're good.
that wasn't Sami Zayn. That was Stone Cold Sami Zayn. They made him out like he was the toughest person to ever get in the ring.
That's how
man.
all his matches are.
I hate that.
I can't stand it.
I
You
can't-
can't. He's not believable at all.
I can't
No.
stand where he does that thing where he like tries to stand up and he's got his arm
Oh,
back
yeah.
behind. Yeah.
Now I get it with his culture and his beliefs in Saudi Arabia. I kind of understand why they did that. It was just like them booking Jinder Mahal to win the WWE title because they were trying to get the Saudi Arabia gig. So I get why they booked him in the main event for the Rumble. But there was a moment in time where I thought they were going to pull the trigger and go ahead and put the belt on him, but I'm glad they didn't go that route. I'm over Sammy.
I'm so glad. If anybody needs to go on a retirement tour,
yeah.
Drew.
Oh, Sammy and Drew fought in the main event for the title.
Uh,
Yeah,
well,
Sammy and Drew
no.
were the WWE title match.
Yep. But it was
And Drew
actually
beat the brakes off of him.
right before the Rumble. They did it
Yeah.
right before the Rumble. Yeah.
and it was just
Yeah,
a
they
waste of
literally
time.
only had 4 matches. It was Gunther and AJ, and it was Drew and Sammy, and then the 2 Rumble matches.
Yeah.
And like
I mean, the
said, that
matches
Gunther
weren't bad.
AJ match was just that was fine. I always thought if the arm goes down, don't you have to do it 3 times, not just once?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
Yep.
3 times.
Okay, that's because when he dropped the arm one time and then called the match off, I was like, hold on, he's got a whole cup here for everybody.
I don't know if they've
Yeah.
done that to make it more like UFC-ish now.
That's so great.
Since they do
Yeah.
like they'll just check them because they're not going to let them get choked out that long in real
Yeah.
life. But I mean, it's wrestling, so they should.
I mean, he did kind of
kept it the
do
same.
he mounted to come back a couple times during that match, and I was like, all right, that's it. Okay,
Yeah.
that one's it. And then
For him to pull out a Styles Clash on Gunther, for Gunther being so big and AJ being so small, to pull out a Styles Clash on Gunther, it's freaking amazing. At the age that AJ's at, too. I mean, he pulled out the 450 splash off the rope. I mean, he pulled out all his moves and everything. And
he got all the hits, man.
Yeah, and you can see it with his matches. They're spaced out more, so you get the best of AJ when he is in the ring and everything.
Yeah.
But I just, like I said, I'd rather see him go to TNA than I would AEW, and that's what I just don't think he's done in the ring yet. I think he still has, and who knows, he may just have that love for TNA. It's like, hey, I'm willing to go down here to help out to get this thing rolling now that you're on live TV, just to help out with everything. I could see him doing that. I just don't want to see him go to AEW and buddy back up with the Young Bucks and everything.
Mm-mm.
No, but you do think he's done with WWE though? At this point?
I think he's done with WWE.
Yeah.
We'll see though. I mean, Raw is going on right now, so who knows what's happening?
Is it on real time or is it on like Saudi Arabia time? Or?
I think they're in Pennsylvania right now, which is why your main event is probably going to be, Finn Balor will probably be wrestling tonight. Dominic will probably be wrestling tonight. I don't know if they went over to Saudi Arabia or not.
No, Dominic Mysterio wasn't even in the Rumble.
No,
I missed that one too.
I think some of those people are probably going to be on Raw tonight, so that they
for that reason, probably because
they wouldn't have to fly all the way back and then show up.
Good point.
Well, I know there's some people that just don't go just for their belief. They don't make the trip just for their beliefs and everything. They just don't feel comfortable making that trip over there and everything.
Yep.
But yeah, I'm curious to see what if they release who the mystery man was and all that, and we'll see when we get it done with this.
Well, Vince McMahon would have milked it for about 6 months, but Triple H probably done the first segment of Raw.
Is Adam Pearce?
He did it on Twitter.
Yeah,
he leaked it on X.
Was it a bottom 5 Royal Rumble of all time?
It was bad. In my opinion, it was not good. It was just lackluster.
The best part of the Rumble are always the surprise entries and who's returning and who's coming for WrestleMania season. And we really, outside of Brie Bella, we got none of that.
Yeah, the roster is too big now. They have too many stars. They need to make the men's Rumble 40 people, and they need to do the women's Rumble on SmackDown the night before.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I mean, are we expecting Rumble to become a 2-night event also at some point? I mean,
and if they'd done that, they could do 1-1, but having 2 Rumble matches on the same night
that's too much.
Yeah, especially when they're both going over an hour and 20 minutes. Each one of them's going over an hour and 20 minutes.
I just feel like if you're having a PLE, there's no reason why you shouldn't have your titles defended. And like, when's the last time we saw the tag titles defended on a PLE? The Intercontinental title defended on a PLE, the US title defended on a PLE. It's just that there's no importance on the titles at all anymore. And just,
I tell you, there are some young guys that I am really excited about that's coming up. Like I said, Oba, I'm
yeah.
pumped for him. And what's the other, this real skinny dude? He's 21 years old. He just flies
Javon
around.
Evans, he had a great Royal Rumble too.
He did have a great Rumble.
He is only 21. He's only 21 years old.
Yeah.
That's insane.
And
But yeah, he had a great Rumble. He had a great showing. Yeah, they did a good job of showcasing some younger talent, but they also went to the usual bag.
Oh, yeah.
And, let's just throw them out by somebody. Like they had the one guy in the corner that was doing the chops on Brock, and he was chopping the fire out of Brock, and Brock just squashed him like it's nothing. Like, just threw him over. And
Brock yelled in his face.
The hard way. Yeah, threw him over the hard way.
The real way.
That dude was sitting there chopping, and Brock was just looking at him and just yelled in his face and grabbed him by the throat and threw him over the top rope.
Get that shit the fuck out of here, dog. Where do you think you're slapping, bitch?
One thing I noticed extremely big time, though, on Brock's from the waist up, Brock is an absolute monster. Next time you look at him, look at his legs. Dude, he's got the most undefined legs I've ever seen in my life. For a guy
he said fuck leg day for life.
He has no calf depth. I mean, the dude's upper body is just chiseled out of stone, and then his legs are like.
We got the first teaser for 2K26 also during the Rumble.
Yeah.
We got the Monday night. I bought the Bloodline pack last year, and it was $150+ or whatever, which gave me all the DLCs for the year. But by the third or fourth month, I was over playing the game until the new characters came in. And I said it in the text message to you guys. I'm not buying another WWE game until they can rightfully present it like it happened. Like, I want to see Ric Flair in the game. I want to see Sting in the game. I'm just tired of these created characters that every time it uploads or does an update, it wipes off their face or their hair or something stupid. So, like, until they can actually get the game right, I'll never buy another WWE game.
That's why we'll be playing MLB The Show.
We'll be playing MLB The Show.
Oh, it's almost here, guys. Next week, the show.
I'm going to spend my money on it. It's going to be MLB The Show.
Yep. I got to get back in tune with baseball, too, man. I got to get back in following it more this year. I didn't follow it much last year, but I'm gonna get back on it. This year.
A Chance, you got any final words for the Rumble? What would you give your grade of the Rumble, Chance?
I mean, it was bad. I would say probably like a 5.3 if I had to give it. I mean,
okay, 5.3. That's specific. That's what I'm talking about.
Chance with his point.
$1, Bob. $1.
It was mediocre. I'd give it between a 4 and a 5.
The La Parca was the 0.3.
Yeah. Hey, I popped. I know that he's been in Triple A, but that was pretty entertaining.
If y'all haven't seen the La Parca debut in AAA, go back and watch that. Like, because to me, they did a whole funeral for La Parca and like brought him back from the dead type thing as a new character. Go back and watch that. Like, it's ridiculous. So.
And what is up with this Mr. Iguana guy?
Yeah.
He was over. What I thought was cool. There was one spot I thought was pretty funny. Damian Priest not only chokeslammed Mr. Iguana, but he also chokeslammed the stuffed iguana also, and then threw them both out of the ring. I thought that was great.
Poor Rusev. Rusev got 20 seconds in the Rumble.
He probably wishes he stayed at AEW now.
Well, he's opening a school in Nashville, a wrestling school in Nashville. My buddy Philip is already in talks with working with him on training some guys. So I think that's pretty cool.
There you go. It was just mediocre Rumble. Fell flat. It was just a dud.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Nothing really exciting.
Nothing to write
like I said, Triple H is on a run. He's since WrestlePalooza, it's just been kind of like meh. So.
And he hypes everything up. That's what makes it bad. He says and he even said after the Rumble that he thought this was his favorite Royal Rumble ever, like one of his favorites.
That right there just lets you know that he's just
out of touch.
I did just tell a lie. I was happy with SummerSlam. I thought SummerSlam tonight was pretty decent PLE. So I like it, but everything else is good crap. So.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's it. That's episode 150 for you. Recording through an ice storm. 150.
Let's talk ice and Royal Rumble.
There you go. Let's talk Fern.
That'll get
and
some
Royal
clicks.
Rumble.
Oh yeah, we can't say ice. Let's talk.
Let's talk Fern.
Winter Storm.
Hey, if you put it in the description, it might get some viewers.
That's true too. Oh my gosh. Well, no, we appreciate everybody like usual, hitting the comments, hitting the thumbs up, subscribing, all that good stuff. We make do with what we got. We're I forget what the kind of words word I'm looking for this what we're doing here. We're mobile, not mobile.
We're improvising.
That's the word. That's perfect.
Yeah.
Thank
Shout
you,
out
Chance.
Brandon E, by the way. He couldn't be with us for this, but shout out Brandon E.
Omaha.
Omaha.
Audible. Called an
We'll be
audible.
back in studio ASAP though. We're getting everything together. This
Yeah.
storm put everybody back.
With the Super Bowl this Sunday, next week may be a little bit different. It may not be a real episode next week. It may be just something clipped in for next week to buy us through and everything. But the winter weather kind of threw us in a loopity loop where we couldn't get in the studio and everything for a couple weeks. So
it's like we're on the Wild Bash Cannonball. That's what it was.
Okay. Yeah, shout out.
Why don't we do a clip talking about our favorite Super Bowl halftime shows?
Boom.
Yep.
We do recorded clips, send it in, put it together.
Bingo. We'll make something happen.
Justin Timberlake, Janet Jackson.
Best Super Bowl halftime show ever.
Best one ever.
I remember seeing that live and being like, did that just happen?
I remember being in a recording studio in Nashville and somebody had a blown up picture of that on their wall in the studio. I was like, whoa.
Oh yeah.
Well, no, thank y'all so much for everything. Yeah, get us one good time there, Chatty. We out this motherfucker.